Tami and the new Oriental pizza place. I am Melton, son of a carpenter and married. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne. I am the son of a carpenter and married. I get to tell parables. And this is my Tami parable series about Tommy the no-armed Chinese fellow. Oh, excuse me. Tommy the no-armed Chinese fellow. How did he get to be missing both arms? Yeah, brown nose and being blindly obedient. His boss, Wu, gave him a management test, gave him a loyalty test. They love blind obedience in the Orient. Chinese streets, Oriental unseen business. Tommy's always been a very good round noser. So when Wu told him to stick his right arm into a wood chipper, he slowly fed that right arm into the wood chipper. Lefty, the left arm, saw what was going on with righty, the right arm. Tommy was breaking the agreement. Righty wrote it up himself. They tote stuff, the arms tote stuff. For Tommy, they used to. They pick stuff up, they zip up, they button up, they hitchhike, they give the finger, they give the peace sign, they scratch. Oh, Tommy misses that scratching. And in the bathroom, they also do the nasty stuff. They wipe butts, they pick noses. And in return for all of that, yeah, I'm having trouble. Blue-eyed a DNA taking over for brown-eyed DNA. It's the vocal cords are fighting it out, the two. Tommy's arms do all that for Tommy, and in return he does not chip them up. Lefty saw that the agreement, righty wrote it up himself, was being broken, so he wisely jumped off. Got a nice hand modeling career going on. He goes to Vegas a lot. He's very good, the one-armed bandit. And yeah, Tommy got promotion. The Chinese streets, the Oriental unseen business is backwards. And I have to explain to you, if I have to turn this off, it's because they're coming in to test the fire alarms, that kind of thing. So I'll turn it into an A-B kind of thing. But I actually got some sleep last night, so I'm feeling a little better than I was yesterday. Don't get me started on corrupt, cowardly cops that knock on your door and ways to cut through their BS. Yeah, all cops in California in particular. You check in Post and 5, you ask, why isn't not my family's lifeline not allowed to work when I call John Milton Brady, and when else will my lifeline not be allowed to work? Because of censorship you're actively taking part in. You give them an opportunity, the cops, the law enforcement, county, city, state, put their numbers on the backs of 5s. They don't mind me being disturbed at my home. They don't mind disturbing your peace of mind. Because when you call me and you don't know your phone doesn't work, you don't know when else that phone won't be allowed to work because of political, religious, and business censorship. I've been asking for 93 checks of America's Lifelines, 9/11 Flight 93 checks, for over a decade, and I've yet to get one. So if your phone's not allowed to work because of religious, business, maybe you live in the wrong town or wrong part of town, not allowed to work, yeah, it's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 93 check for a decade. We the people must be the reporters. We tell that reporter, that network news anchor, he's fired. You can't cover something that every American can cover with their phone. Whoever's in that room there with you, make that video of their family's lifeline not being allowed to work as you call me, 424-229-4140. And also make that, turn around, let them make the video of your family tie-back lifeline. Why is this so damn bizarre? Why is this Chinese all the time? Lately. Just recently. It's not cloudy, it's the focus. Let me get Kleenex up to wipe it off. That better? That's a little better. They're just going after the camera completely. That's the devil's people for you. That's clear as anything. It was showing that off. Yeah, you can see that quite well. That's the devil's people, Chinese. I mean, how often do I go from that to this, and it works perfectly, but the past couple of days they've been the devil. I believe it's kind of like kamikazes, and think about the Chinese streets. Samurai, what else is that Chinese? Besides kamikaze, they live in, doesn't matter if you see them walking around, they live in caves of the street and rely upon those caves in numbers. But when something goes wrong, like someone's tearing down a great wall of evil, what some very mean Chinese assholes have been doing lately, they're coming by with the bitch at the door. That the other guy, the guy with her, knew full of bow because he kept his distance. He kept his distance way over there. Got 10 feet away until she moved away from the door. And then he waited for the air to clear, then moved up. Believe it or not, I'm telling you what to believe when you believe your own eyes. Believe altered phone records. Those who are hijacking your call to me are word enough about it to alter phone records covered up. I need to get a new phone, a new one of these, but I don't have the time with all the kamikaze Chinese devils coming at me left and right. But they got the latest model of that, and I need to see if I can get it or another phone. Because this has been a very good phone, and it lasted more than a year. A little bit pricier, but get what you pay for, I guess. And if it lasts 2 years, and the other ones you last 1 year, you end up paying for it in the end, don't you? Okay, I'll show you a few of these, and if someone knocks on the door, I'm going to have to turn the thing off and get back. But Tami, he got that promotion, and he is bossing a whole lot of folks around. This does not occurs with his girlfriend, who is now his wife. He told him they were going to a church barbecue, and yes, he put the Three Stooges on it. He loves the Three Stooges. Three Stooges on the inside of those sunglasses. Put the earbuds in, and she just told him, when I pinch your back, I want you to say I do, because they're going to be asking you if you want an extra large helping a cat. So Tami, he's always been blind and obedient. He did that. And unbeknownst to him, he's married. Oh, she got the engagement on video too, with him as the ventriloquist dummy, and yeah, earplugs in. Went to a costume party, and she proposed to herself. I hear that's it's pretty much how everybody does it. The female proposes to herself through the man. But yeah, remember the Spectrum's requesting that you check their phone, your lifeline, and you ask them about it. Why can't I reach John Melton Brady? When else will my family's lifeline not be allowed to work because of what you're actively taking part in? Same with the pod people, the Mormons. They show up on my call ID, so does Spectrum. If you don't, I mean, you make the call, you try to call me, and I post videos of this call log every, I'm going to try to do it half a year. It's been 3 months now. And the last one was about 3 months ago and covered 2 years. If you've made a call to me, tried to call me, and you don't show up, you don't know when else you won't be allowed to show up on those call records. Once again, it's going to be just as newsworthy. If your phone's not allowed to work because you're in the wrong religion, not the big name in your job perhaps, who knows why. But yeah, see that phone as every child in America's lifeline, and make a video of folks worried enough about hijacking a call to me, their crime, to alter phone records covered up. Ask and answer Jesus' question, is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? You can put Trump in there if you want. Oh, that's that stigmata wound. I can call it a stigmata wound on some carpenter. It's genetic, comes from the inside out. And yeah, so the eyes, I'm going to show you them in a little bit. But let me get to this quick, Tami, real quick. Tami is watching the Three Stooges on his day off, and he says, Rhea, come in here quick, because it's a commercial. He's seen the commercial before, and he jumps up and he goes to get his pencil. He always keeps a pad of paper nearby if Lefty doesn't steal it, because he needs a pad of paper to communicate. He doesn't have the vocal cords. She keeps it nearby for him for just such an occasion, and he hears this jingle on the TV, and it's Kat's Oriental Pizza. And Tami he jumps up a Kat's Oriental Pizza and chicken, perhaps, in case they someone's got some named Kat's Oriental. I don't think they would. If they do, I'm sorry. But if you're going to call your pizza that, yeah, you're going to have a lot of Tommies out there saying, Rhea, we got to get this pizza ordered. It's Kat's Oriental Pizza. It's got, it's a store, it's a restaurant up there in Chinatown, so it's got to be about, cats on the pizza, because it always says in the jingle, those special toppings you really love. And so don't get me started on the I gotta make this quick. I think that Chinese, one of the cops was Chinese for sure, but just didn't look at it. But anyway, and I've had 3 folks saying it's all right to call up both the cop I called up doing the non-emergency line. I said, were those actually cops? Again, I said this yesterday, if someone knocks on a door and they're not in the middle of the night, they're not going to identify themselves, be them cops or anybody else. You don't open the door. I opened the door because I was careful. I had the foot against the door best I can with my feet, and I looked at, I said, foot in a wheelchair, and it was cops. And one said he's in a wheelchair. I'm not sure what that means. He might be talking to her at other times, like saying it's a priest with a shiny coffee cup, meaning, calm down. But anyway, I'm going to try to talk less about that and hopefully get that behind. I got some sleep last night. Didn't get any sleep that night because of, the devil there at the door chasing butterflies. Looking very spacey after, doing whatever it was he was supposed to do. And then ran off chasing those butterflies, and I had that nasty chemical effect that kept me up, among other things. Made me a little angry, but I want you to know I was very calm and respectful and polite, even though the police officers were not being that. And then I raised my voice a little bit in the video yesterday, for a fact. Attention getting. I don't get a lot of calls. I don't get any calls about saying, well, it was too loud, you shouldn't say that, or you shouldn't do this, or Cat's Pizza's too much. Who knows? But let me get that in if I can, as I'm going to do it like I did this morning. Got a call from a guy in New York, and I'm not sure if what's going on. If I hear from him again by the weekend, great. because he said he only wanted he's a radio guy from New York, small college there, and was doing a radio show like on Monday, 9 o'clock. And I have to tell him, I'm not, I told him yesterday I'm not feeling that well, but I'm not exactly an expert, at least not the school taught. Oh, I don't have to do that. I did that this morning. At least not the school taught graphic art and history and all that. But yeah, said he'd seen my graphic art, so that's a good sign that it's getting out there. And not only that, that in my fun fiction, the stage can actually comment about it. Point is not you, not people they can reach, because I put videos of my catalog here. But you not reaching in particular, and lots of yous out there not reaching. So you make that video, you got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. And good folks aren't going to have a problem with you demonstrating your family's lifeline. Not working, bad folks going to get angry, going to have a story to tell like Spectrum. Well, I don't know if they're going to get angry and have a story to tell, but they do seem to pipe up with that hatred noise, with that decibel law breaking fleet. Ask those folks with the in front of fives, and yes, you can find those fives, the military motto fives, all priests, I don't have all nuns, but all priests, all doctors, no, I don't have all doctors either. All, all priests, all policemen, all firemen. Make videos of the fire station's phone, the police station's phone, and the churches, everyone in your church's phone. Now, Tommy, he writes down that number real quick, and he calls, and he has it delivered, and he says, I want the special topping, the special oriental topping. Guys, I don't get any comments, so. As we all know, Orientals love cats and dogs, not as pets. As dinner, 211. Just to ask those owners of pet stores around certain parts of town. But Tommy, yes, is disappointed. He spits it out. He says that's pizza. And Rhea says, I told you. That's why she's, had some cat in the freezer. Can't buy it on the shelves. Tommy and her have to go out and hunt the cat themselves or adopt. So she's got it cooking with her grandpa's special recipe from Alabama. He badger, porcupine, he's got a lot of exotic recipes, and turns out the beaver recipes work particularly well for cat. So she got a new recipe, she's got it ready to roll despite Tommy's disappointment in Cat's Pizza. That's what the eyes look like about March 2013, maybe a little darker because this photo printed darker. But under here is a little bit of light blue. Here's 2014, before I went in the hospital, I believe. And this smaller brown circle, you're going to see if I can make it to the bathroom real quick and show you, is gone. And I've been taking vitamins. I took more vitamins yesterday. I need to do that when I feel that kind of bad perfume experience, or whatever you want to call it, showing up, because it has definitely helped. But I started taking vitamins again because I got to the point where I didn't feel the effect after my anemia back in 96 when the eyes started changing. Yeah, you see, I think it's that kind of a spoke-like line going on this side of the eye, bottom, and over here looks different. It may just be me, but yesterday was more browner, I think. And you see the white, it can be more whitish, less whitish. And yeah, if you know what's going on with that doctor, or a doctor, if you can actually talk about my eyes, good doctors, come see me in person, or because maybe you can reach me, try. But doctors I have cannot talk about the change in eyes, stigmata eyes, as I call them. I'm son called primary, or the Cannot talk about the change in eyes or those 93 checks to put things in perspective. Once again, if you're checking posting with LAC, USC, Keck Medical, I'm sure they got a lot of nice doctors and nurses and receptionists. The reaction of good folks is, that's terrible. You should be able to reach everyone you want to call. That's your lifeline. Now, if folks get angry, have a story to tell, yell and scream, well then, they just going to make the best check and post in 5 videos. I do that. And yeah, you can call up California's cops, California's officials. What they're doing out here affects you. When else will my phone not be allowed to work? What do you know about that, man? John Melton Brady's been asking for a 93 check. 911 flight 93 check in your state for a decade. If they don't know what one is, they're either involved or they're incompetent. 21 minutes is time. So get that on video. And yeah, try to call me, Officer so-and-so. Why can't I reach Melton? What do you know about that? And good cops across America, call me from your police stations, fire stations, military bases, and call up California's cops. I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't like it. Let them know America's watching as you're being over the top on the side of the cowardly Hussein placing and the cowardly Trump placing. You want to put that? That's okay. My favorite's truth. And Jesus' Immaculate House. Come see me to tell me what that place needs to inspire the future and the present to greatness with. Cities, communities, really. Not just those places you go to on Sunday, but the best art, architecture, people, ideas in those homes. Tear down the Great Wall of Evil has just me and LA and flowers and clouds in Melton's imagery, my imagery. And when you see someone other than me, my change in eyes, say, we started to build Jesus' Immaculate House, those 1,000 points of light. You can call it an opportunity house, opportunity for a whole lot of folks from all kinds of backgrounds. Good, honest folks build a better world, build Jesus' Immaculate House, build opportunity houses. But I have to tell you it's Jesus' Immaculate House because there will be a test at the end. And I was going to put in, but it's too late. I made a nice parable bite about my grandma, but was from Austria, and I don't really know my grandparents, but just vaguely memory of seeing her in a hospital, that kind of thing. But come see me in person. I'll get into that another day. And yes, I have to call it Jesus' Immaculate House because there will be a test at the end. I hear it's pass, fail, or purgatory.